Hey guys, welcome to Blaugrana United. Welcome to another video. And today is time to talk about Xavi Simons, about his departure for Paris Saint-Germain from Barcelona. He's officially left. He put out a goodbye in his Instagram, basically saying that he feels that there was always going to be a part of him left at Barcelona, that he's grateful for all the years that he's been at La Masia, that he's been able to grow with Barcelona, and that he's sorry to part ways and all that stuff. And I understand, like, I wasn't gonna make this video because I didn't have really an opinion on Xavi Simons. Like publicity wise, he's probably one of the most known players of his age group. But actually, skill wise, I've seen him a little bit, and there's nothing that's he obviously has great talent. He's a really good dribbler. He has a really good range of passing, very good long range passing. But I don't think that he's anything. I mean, he could still develop, but not a point on a moment to judge him or anything. But I'm just saying that he's not, for example, like Ricky Puig. You look at Ricky Puig for 5 minutes and you know this guy must be one of the best in the world because he has such amazing skill with the ball. And I think that Xavi Simons, I think his career has been more developed because of the likes of Raiola than his actual footballing ability. This might be disrespectful to him because he's obviously a great player, but I haven't seen, I still yet to see what his ceiling is gonna be, or what potential of a ceiling he can get. But what I want to say, is that I've been seeing pretty much the whole day today that everyone is blaming Raiola for Simons leaving for Paris Saint-Germain. He's left Barcelona until 2022. He signed for Paris Saint-Germain until 2022. I believe that's the same year that Mbappe has a contract with Paris Saint-Germain at the moment. And what can I say about this? I'm not gonna blame the kid. Everyone's been blaming Raiola and Simons that he's going to PSG for the money and for the wages. And Raiola, he only tells his players to go for money. And I'm not taking dicks at anyone that thinks this, because yes, Mino Raiola is not precisely the man that I would have in charge of my future, of taking my sporting decisions, kind of, or assisting me with that. I don't like Barcelona dealing with Mino Raiola with any player except if it is a generational talent, which unfortunately Matheus Delik was generational talent, and we had to deal with it, and we couldn't get it over the line. But I see that people, especially at Barcelona, the Barcelona board and the Barcelona newspapers articles, they're blaming everything where I don't think the blame is. The blame is on us, the blame is on them, the blame is on not trusting the youth. If I was Xavi Simons and I would be looking, I'm 16 currently, at 19 or 20, where is my career gonna be? Do I have a future at Barcelona? Am I gonna have an opportunity at Barcelona? What is the opportunity right now for some of the best talent in La Masia? Have they been given a chance? How many minutes are they playing? How is the club progressing? Are they improving? Are they evolving? I think it's pretty clear for most people what he must be thinking when he had to decide whether to leave Barcelona or not. And the truth is that the same that Xavi Simons left, the same way that Xavi Simons left, Eddie Garcia left, Jordi Mbola left. Players like De Ligt are deciding not to come to Barcelona. Players like De Jong almost did not come to Barcelona. And so many others are also, many other young talented players are deciding to not join Barcelona, to not sign new contracts, to not continue with the project because they know that that progressing to the first team is non-existent, that they don't have a future in the first team. Like if they see the case of Cucurella right now, I'm sure that we're going to be losing a lot of our youth players, because how is it possible that for a backup role Cucurella wasn't given a chance, having had a great season, or at least a really good season, in a first division top flight team like Eibar last season? He was very good, and I think that he as a backup would have been great. I'm not saying that he's going to be our main first team starter in the future, but I'm saying that he's good enough to be given a chance to have a good season. Like if we don't win the treble, it's not going to be because our backup left back that's going to probably play 20% of the minutes of the season at most made 1 or 2 mistakes. That is not why we're not going to win the treble. I'm telling you that for free right now. And basically, I don't want people to tell me that Valverde is the fault that this is going wrong, because you cannot blame everything on Valverde. You cannot blame everything on the players, you cannot blame everything on the board, but it's a collective thing. I want to know who is in charge of the decision of signing Neymar. Who is in charge of the decisions that are taken at Barcelona? Who is deciding not to use the youth players? Who is deciding to sign Ernesto Valverde, to keep Ernesto Valverde? All of these things I want to know, because whenever we lose, I don't want it to be a case that we're losing maybe because of the style, because this is not the style. This is not Cruyffism. This is not how things that we are used to doing things. So Xavi Simons has left for PSG, because I'm sure that he will be given more of a chance at PSG. Matis de Ligt, he didn't join Barcelona because he wasn't going to play in a minute. How much do you want to... I would bet a lot that Matis de Ligt is at Barcelona if we get rid of Piqué this season. If we sell Piqué this season, Matis de Ligt joins Barcelona. And people might say, why would you sell Piqué? He had a great season last season. Yes, I agree. In my opinion, I think I said it before, he was the second best player in the world last season for me at centre back. Together with Van Dijk, he was the best duo centre backs in the world. With Matis de Ligt the close third. But that doesn't, I can't forget about the past couple of seasons that he had, that where he was in a clear decline and he wasn't at his best level. Why do you think that Piqué is the most protective of speculating, of sitting back and countering? Because it's what best suits him right now. Like if you have Piqué defending up at our half line, where the center backs are defending in the halfway line, he's gonna get exposed, because at the moment that we lose the ball and that we get countered, he's gonna be in a position where he doesn't have the pace, he doesn't turn quick enough, he's not agile enough to recover. So Piqué, obviously, he's gonna be able to defend much better if you're sitting with 2 lines of 4 and defending with 8 men behind the ball. That is obviously much more suited for him, instead of playing at the back, being attacking. And if you need to depend on your pace and your youth and power, you can do so. Piqué has almost none of that left. Matis de Ligt, on the other hand, does. There's a clip, like I think some of you might have seen it, where he got up to Kylian Mbappe. Do you really think that Piqué, on a situation of 1-on-1 against Mbappe, he would ever catch him? I bet if out of 100 tries, he might catch him once, but no more than that. So I can't be defending this like Takefusa Kubo. They're blaming that he betrayed Barcelona, that he was a La Masia, that this and that. Well, look at what you're doing. Does he have a clear path to join Barcelona? Does Kubo have a clear path to join Barcelona? I don't think that he has one at Madrid, but it's much more clear than the one at Barcelona, because Barcelona, obviously, if you're doing Neymar, if you're doing Messi, if you're doing Griezmann, you're doing Suarez, where's Kubo going to play? There's no space for him. Dembele cannot even make it into a team as a complete starter. Nevertheless, these youngsters are coming to Barcelona. Anyone that knows how things work inside the club will not come back, or there will be struggles to come back. I'm going to put a clear example of this. Todibo, who is a player that I clearly love, that I think that he's a great player, great talent, and I hope that he can be one of the best center backs in the world in the future. The truth is that his spot, his role in the team, should have been occupied by Eddie Garcia, current Manchester City center back. Eddie Garcia has the potential to be, in my opinion, one of the best center backs in the world. At least had the potential to be something really interesting, and we didn't give him a chance. We didn't give him a chance. We have to sign center back after center back after center back after center back. We signed Jason Murillo and Kevin Prince Boateng last season alone. God knows to do what. We would have won the league. We would have won the league the same way if we would have not had those players. You signed those players because you didn't want to trust Cuenca and you didn't want to trust Chumi. You did not want to trust Carlos Perez and Abel Ruiz, and you instead opted to go with Kevin Prince Boateng. And we saw how well that worked last season. I want to know who's in charge of the Neymar signing. I know, for example, who was in charge of the Coutinho signing. That was Robert Fernandez. But yet again, Robert signed him to be the new Andres Iniesta, and it's Valverde's fault that he's playing in the forward line. So there is, I know where some of the fault is when things go wrong, but I want to know where all the fault is. I want to know who's taking what decisions, because sacking like Jordi Mestre leaving the club doesn't do me anything, doesn't give me anything. Pep Segura leaving the club doesn't give me anything. I want to know who's taking what decisions, who is in charge of what. Because you have all these names for all these positions at Barcelona that most clubs don't even have. And I don't know who's at the end of the day in charge of what, of which signing. Is Avidal in charge of signings? Is Valverde in charge of signings? Is Bartomeu in charge of signings? Who is in charge of how Barcelona is run? Again, we've lost a starlet, and I am gonna kick myself if he becomes one of the best centre midfielders in world football, because it means that it's another player that we've wasted. We've wasted Samper, we're gonna probably waste Cucurella, we're probably gonna waste Oriol Busquets, we're gonna probably waste Aleñá, Eric Garcia left for Manchester City, Mbola left for Monaco, Keita Balde left to Lazio, now it's at Inter Milan. Like, Deulofeu is at Watford, shining for Watford, should be at Barcelona. So many players that we've let go of, and this doesn't make it any okay. Like, we need to change things. Things need to change at Barcelona, because we used to do things a certain way, and now we're doing everything the complete opposite way of how we used to do things. So to improve, we must look back at how we used to do things and replicate that. Try to do it as close as possible, because that's how you respect the sporting model, and that's how Barcelona win titles. So don't blame everything on Raiola, and blame it on the people who are taking the decisions to do things that don't follow the way that Barcelona do things. With all this said and done, leave me your opinions in the comment section below. Do you think that Xavi Simons should have stayed at Barcelona, that he would have been given a chance? With all this said and done, leave me your comments in the comment section below. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, Blaugranas.